Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. Alright, so I am looking to create a reading for you, Capricorn, that allows you to have the maximum amount of clarity, the channeled messages that are most important for you this week, what you need to know. All right. So this is a general reading. I'm tuning into a collective energy of whoever is watching, whenever you're watching. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you for allowing me to tune into your energy and co-create this experience for you. So let's get started. In the past, Capricorn, we've got the energy of the 10 of Pentacles. This is abundance. This is a lot of abundance, stability, security within a family, within a group. There's enough abundance more than just for an individual. There's security in this as well. All right. We've got this energy of someone who takes leadership, who goes after what they desire. It's interesting because this energy feels a bit mystic, a bit mystical, a bit magical. Feels like this person really trusts what they desire and what they go after. They've shown themselves time and time again that whatever I go after, I create stability and abundance. Looks like this energy, whoever this is, they came out of a period of being very isolated, alone, and stepped into a connection, maybe a marriage. But it feels like there was a lack of success, like there wasn't love in this connection, or there was a lack of, it feels like maybe overgiving to a connection. So it feels like this very well could be your energy, that you've had a lot of success in your past. Stability, security that you built, that feels like you spent some time focusing on this, on creating stability and security for yourself. Feels like you spent a lot of time kind of honing in on this very independently, but you wanted to share this experience with someone else, and it feels like you connected with someone, maybe in a marriage, and you thought this was going to last and be joyful, but there was a lack of love here. This ended up not being a loving connection for you. In present time, Capricorn, we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. This is unrequited love. This is staying in a situation that's emotionally unsatisfying, but unable to or unwilling to walk away from it. Feels like you might, this person in the past, it feels like you might have loved this person, but there's a lack of reciprocity here, and so that's why it feels unrequited. It feels like maybe there was love or connection or passion at the beginning, but there's no love here. But it's hard to walk away from this connection. It feels like maybe if I just put in a little more time, maybe if I change this, maybe if I change that. It looks like in November, this is changing, this is transforming. this unrequited love scenario, this inability to move away from something that's not for you. Looks like there's this unwillingness to learn anything new, to start a new path. Like, how can I begin again? I don't want to start over. I don't believe I can do anything differently. This is as good as it gets. So there's a lot of like, I don't believe that there's another option. Looks like you're getting out of that mindset, realizing maybe this isn't as good as it gets. Maybe I've been settling. It looks like you're manifesting a new beginning. You're manifesting something different. What are you manifesting? What's Capricorn manifesting? You're manifesting someone being emotionally unstable and not evolving. Feels like what you're manifesting is coming in, and it's showing you that in your environment you have someone who's emotionally uncaring. Either they're overwhelmed by their emotions and their emotions pour out, and it kind of, this type of energy that I'm describing is someone who doesn't understand how to take care of their own emotions, and so their emotions spill out and they make their emotions everyone else's problem. Or on the flip side, someone who's not emotional, someone who's very detached from their heart. They have got a closed heart space. They're very unloving and unwilling to explore that. There's a lack of playfulness as well with this energy. And whether it's the first or like overly emotional or closed heart space, I feel like it's more that closed heart space energy for most of you, and a lack of playfulness, a lack of love. And there's a lack of transformation. This is someone who's very critical and judgy. Their ego is large, and their ego keeps telling them that it's my way or the highway. I'm not going to see things differently. And I judge anyone else who sees things differently than I do. Wow. All right. Capricorn, messages from your higher self is strength. You have the strength, you have the courage to get through whatever you're going through right now. Focus on that internal strength. What you're going through is creating, also is establishing an inner resilience, an inner strength that's more powerful than anything that's happening in your external world. Wow, that's pretty impressive. It looks like you're doing whatever it takes to keep a connection together. Feels like you've been juggling, trying to figure out how to keep this together. Maybe there's also financial reasons why you feel like you need to stay together. Feels complex. It feels like you've been working really hard to keep this connection together, to try to grow this connection, to try to heal this connection, to try to... Oh, that's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort. And what I'm getting here is Two of Cups in reverse. It's a lot of work keeping together a connection where there's a lack of connection, a lack of love. Boy, 2, 2, 2. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups in reverse, Two of Swords. It looks like you've been in this state of indecision. Indecision is a decision. It's like, I'm afraid to make this choice. I'm afraid of being the bad guy. I'm afraid of being perceived as the bad guy. I'm afraid to call a spade, and boy, this, whoever you're in connection with, it just repeat. This is someone very unapologetic. They don't care. I don't want to overstep, but this is cruelty. There's a lack of care. There's a heartlessness, a lack of empathy. They don't care. Wow. It's like breaking my heart delivering these messages. Like, it's over and over again. There's a lack of love. There's someone uncaring and closed heart. They're unapologetic. There's boy, you just can't win. And I feel like you keep waiting to get to some oasis and some place where this is healed and you come together and there is love, but it feels very unrequited. All right. Capricorn, your challenge this week is Eight of Swords in reverse. This is getting out of some mental trap. See how nothing is tying her, nothing is blindfolding her, but internally there's something that's keeping her stuck, some belief, some mindset, something that she's unwilling to see about the situation. The truth will set you free. It also looks like this person is not only closed off in the heart space, but they're mentally manipulative. And it feels like they project a lot of their stuff, their issues onto you. And so it feels like you're so in this connection that it's really hard to find your own energy, to find your own truth, because this person has mentally manipulated you and created a scenario where you can't win, where it's your fault, where there's something wrong with you. There's a lack of accountability. This is very purposeful. All right, Capricorn, what's hidden is the Ten of Cups. This is lasting love. This is soul fulfillment. Soul fulfillment, not just for yourself, but with others. Feels like that's what you thought in the past when you worked on yourself, on your abundance. You created this abundancy for yourself, and then you connected with someone and got in a connection, and it feels like you believed you were moving towards this Ten of Cups energy, lasting love, building with your soulmate. Three of Swords, but there's heartbreak. There's something is changing in your perception. Either you're hearing about this or you're seeing it. Either someone is communicating these truths about how cruel this and heartbreaking this person close to you. Doesn't mean that they are in a third party scenario. However, I am getting that you put them first and they put you second, third, last. It feels like they're chipping away at you. It feels like you're really looking at how you've accepted so little from someone, and how in a way you've broken your own heart by not valuing yourself. Oh, wow. Okay. What's hidden is you are seeing how being around the person closest to you, whoever this is, if this has resonated and you know who this is in your environment, what their mental manipulation and close-heartedness has created is you not trusting your intuition. So gaslighting. It's purposely, these messages that this person, everything is to get you away from trusting yourself, not being in alignment, not making your own decisions from your own internal space, but a need to, it feels like you've given your power away, your decisions to this person. Over time, it feels like you went from this very independent and successful in building your world, your environment, to someone who's talked you out of trusting yourself. Don't trust your intuition. Something's wrong with you. Trusting others. They've talked you out of trusting others if their opinions differ from whoever this is. Feels like a very controlling and manipulative person. Wow. I think this is, you're starting to see this in a very clear way, and realizing how you've made choices away from your own intuition, from your own guidance, and allowed someone else's point of view, their perspective, to manipulate how you perceive yourself and your world. All right, your opportunity, Capricorn, is the Hierophant. This is someone connected with their higher self, aligned with the divine. There's an opportunity to connect with that light, that your source energy, whoever you perceive as God, I am that I am, the great all that is. There's an opportunity to connect with that energy, which you are a part of. You are an extension of source energy. So it's like you're finding yourself again, starting within, ignoring what's going on around you, and tuning in and connecting with the part of yourself that is much greater. Looks like you're focusing on work. Feels like you're kind of maybe separating. I need to take a minute. I need to think about this. I need to focus on what it is I want to create in my world. You have this abundance and ability to make more abundance. That is not an issue. And it feels like you're looking at the end of a partnership. There are a lot of hidden emotions. And you're trying to avoid a tower. You're trying to avoid this end, this blowing up of a foundation, something that the foundation can't support building any more of a tower on top of. And so it feels like you're resisting this. There's a lot of resistance to seeing this, to hearing this, to accepting your part in this. There's a lot of emotions that you have suppressed to be able to stay in this connection. Feels like you've put your emotions aside to stay in this connection, and those emotions you've been pushing down and suppressing and repressing and disconnecting from and numbing out from whatever you can to not acknowledge the emotional pain that you've been through being in an unrequited love scenario. And it feels heartbreaking, like acknowledging what's happening, and you're trying to avoid blowing something up, like not blowing literally, but blowing the end of something. You're very resistant to acknowledge this. All right, Capricorn, your possible outcome this week is the World in reverse. Again, it's hard to end this cycle. I get this resistance to end this. What's on the other side of what you are resisting is that Ten of Cups. And I feel like that's why these messages are coming out, and I feel like you're aware of this. I don't feel like I'm telling you anything new. I'm validating. And why this is coming up in such a strong way is that you do have Ten of Cups energy coming in, lasting love and soul fulfillment with others, in connection. Someone who's very nurturing and loving, someone who also is very financially inept, or not inept, they're financially stable, secure. They know how to grow abundance. This is kind of this nurturing energy. It feels like a better match for you. It feels like in the past you might have led with sexual energy. And now it feels like you are more in your Capricorn energy, more grounded energy. You are, and who you want to attract. Someone who's much more grounded. You might have been in a relationship, this isn't for everybody, but with an air sign. Gemini, Aquarius. What is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra? All signs are out here. This is a lot of cards, but that might just be for a few of you. It looks like you're focusing on nurturing yourself, nurturing your abundance, and inviting that loving energy in. Surrounding yourself with friends and loved ones, those who you really do feel accepted and cared about when you're around them. If you have isolated yourself and it to be in this connection, then this is an opportunity this week to find friends, to go out and find support, find others. It looks like you're focusing on what is important to you. What does create the foundation of stability for me? What is it? Let's get honest about what values I have, what needs I have, what desires I have, and what foundation I do want that can support growth, the growth that I'm interested in. And then there's this energy of someone who's very dependent around you. So it feels like whoever you're connected with, they're actually very dependent on you. They might be financially dependent. Or there might be some type of like toxic connection here. It looks like you're seeing things from a very different perspective by the end of the week. It looks like you're surrendering, allowing yourself to see things as they are. A lot of clarity, being honest with yourself, seeing their part, seeing your part, seeing what you would prefer. And there's a new perspective coming in by the end of the week. Wow. All right, Capricorn, that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and your time in this reading. If this has resonated, if you would hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hitting that subscribe button so you get more of these readings in your feed. Any comments that you want to share, I read all the comments and I respond to most all of them as well. I can't do this without you and without your energy. I appreciate so much your time. Thank you. Take care.